have the tripod set for this?
Actually, Amin is getting a ladder. ऊपर से अच्छा आएगा और. Actually, if you want, you can connect the audio to this guy. This is streaming. All good? All good, okay.
Hello, check 1 2 3, check. Testing, check 1 2 3, check. Hello, check, test, check.
direct figure? Yeah, we can try it. It does because we are used to so many. Yeah.
You spin my head right around, when you go down, when you go down.
गोल ही होगी ना। एक पे ही बांधते हैं उसको।
एक सेकंड लेना। ये है ना तेरे पास नीचे?
हाँ
उसमें से रन कर ले। निकलता नहीं है ना ये?
नहीं निकलेगा।
तो एक से ही हो जाता था यार, ये देख।
राइट ले लो। हाँ ये तो एक
अब
एक नहीं डाल लो।
क्या है ये? कितना टाइट चाहिए तेरे को?
पूरा कर लो।
छोड़
और टाइट
छोड़ना एक मिनट।
माइक का फीडबैक आ रहा है। वन ऑफ द माइक मेरी लैपटॉप और समथिंग। यू नीड टू पिक अप वन ऑफ द।
हाँ मे भी वो इसमें से आ रहा है। स्टेबल लगता है कि इधर से एक रन करो?
नहीं आई थिंक दिस इज इसको सर वी नीड टू मेक श्योर कि हिले ना है। दिस इज लाइक मज़ा नहीं है सर इसमें। इसमें बहुत हिल रहा है।
सेकंड चाहिए ना?
सही है।
ये साइड पे लगा था ना तो ये इसको इधर करता मैं।
ये निकल आया सर नीचे से।
इधर बड़ा वाला चाहिए। Lady, you have any cable ties left? अरे ये टाई क्यों नहीं कर रहा तू?
सर it's not long enough.
You sure?
ये खुलेगा क्या?
I think so.
नहीं this is it.
नहीं है?
Barely. Maybe I'm able. What is this? नहीं ये तो this joint. नहीं वो मोटा है हाँ। नहीं निकलेगा।
नहीं उसको एक काम कर इसको मैक्स पे करते हैं। I think we got it. नहीं आ रहा ना? इधर आएगा।
What's the rush, sir? There's no rush. Once we are set up, then we can get them started.
This might be the only way to hold it. But इसको
नहीं ये टेढ़ा है सर। The camera is like this. The camera has to be straight.
राइट तो इधर ही डालना पड़ेगा उसको।
इधर डालिए।
इधर इसके पास रख, क्लोजर टू दिस। ओके लेट्स रन वन हियर।
क्या बोलते हो सर? इंजन स्टार्ट।
केबल टाई निकल रहा है क्या?
नहीं टाइट.
टाइट है?
This good.
प्लायर वगैरह है कुछ?
नहीं कुछ नहीं चाहिए. अच्छा और सर this.
I don't think I can go any further on this. ये good है?
ये कितना बड़ा है? ये सबसे बड़ी है.
ये तो हो गया स्टेबल तो. ये स्टेबल हो गया.
ये चाहिए बांधने के लिए और
नहीं.
This is a good view. I think we can just leave it now. But ये सामने.
और एक करो.
नहीं, this is ideal.
ओके ठीक है.
You have to cut this, right? You have to remove this?
नहीं,
नहीं, we let it be.
मेरे ख्याल से वायर को किधर तो इधर कर दे. स्ट्रैप एक जगह पे. हाँ, वायर को टाई कर दे.
Slightly to the right.
वो तो कर लेंगे एडजस्ट. दे तो वो टाई. ये वायर टाई कर दे ताकि ना ये हिले नहीं. मेरे ख्याल से वायर हिलेगा तो
I'll tie the wire here. Yeah, I think that might be better.
I got little more out of wire.
I had to get the fire extinguisher from Kishore's car. Okay, you see around right? The ground.
बाजू में ही है.
But what does Kishore have? Kishore also has it. He bought it. Okay. Bus sir, this is ideal. एक बार इधर check हो गया तो मैं निकल सकता हूँ.
Okay, done.
Only the feedback.
The feedback is coming from here most likely. You have to shut off the mic.
So audio connected there? No, right? There are two ways. Either you can turn on the mic there and have this. You can talk on the mic here. वहाँ कर दो.
ये तो पुरानी चल रही है स्ट्रीम.
तो थोड़ा पहले का होगा. Just stop it and restart. It's very simple. This. Close this. You're live now. The feedback. Can you turn off the mic from here? Mic or mic?
सक्शन वाला ट्राइपॉड.
सर अभी सही है. क्यों
ठीक है ना?
लुक एट दिस. क्या चाहिए वहाँ?
बाहर निकल. थोड़ा सा टर्न करना इसको. ये ज़्यादा वो बचेगा. यू मूविंग दिस वे. थोड़ा सा ऐसे चाहिए. मे बी वी शुड मूव ओवर देयर.
सर वी शुड. आपको कैसे स्ट्रेट चाहिए? यू वांट अ स्ट्रेटर व्यू?
नो, आई वांट स्लाइटली साइड ताकि बॉलर भी दिखे, बैट्समैन दिखे, शॉट्स कवर करे और वो पूरा एरिया बाउंड्री कर.
थोड़ा सा जूम आउट कर लो बस स्लाइडली.
करना पड़ेगा. आई डोंट वांट टू टच इट.
आप वहाँ पे देखो और मुझे बताओ हाउ इट्स लुकिंग. I'm going to move it to the left a little bit.
हाँ. अरे यूट्यूब का प्रॉब्लम क्या पता ना, यू प्ले दिस सॉन्ग्स एंड दे शट ऑफ द स्ट्रीम, दे शट ऑफ द स्ट्रीम, कॉपीराइट। दैट इज व्हाट वी हैड इन द बिगिनिंग, दैट्स व्हाई वी नेवर चोज यूट्यूब। मेरे को सुबह में राशिद बात कर रहा था तभी याद आया।
So, sir, this copyright issue? Yeah, I won't be playing the songs. I'll just turn it off.
They usually shut it down, so I mean I don't know if they will catch it or not, but again we'll run it. 2 मिनट दे, ऑलमोस्ट हो गया। एक मिनट थोड़ा ऊपर।
सर आई थिंक थोड़ा कुछ नीचे लगा देंगे ना, अभी बहुत
परफेक्ट है, छोड़ दे।
ओके।
छोड़ दे, तो थोड़ा नीचे कर लेगा तो चलेगा।
नीचे मतलब एंगल डाउन है।
Only thing feedback we have to see where it's coming from.
छोड़ दे। सर थोड़ा टेढ़ा है व्यू। इज इट ओके?
Yeah. It's perfect है।
मुझे लगता है सर थोड़ा और जूम होना चाहिए। This thing catches the edges and all. Edges का sound भी होता है।
ले ले थोड़ा जूम आउट। जूम आउट।
Zoom out.
हाँ
देखो
छोड़ दे, परफेक्ट छोड़ दे। That is perfect। अभी रेडी है टॉस के लिए।
only thing the feedback. इधर से
It's looking really nice। Check it out, man।
एंगल अच्छा है। This is
हेलो
beautiful.
चेक 1 2 3 चेक।
बॉलिंग एक्शन वाली देखो यार क्या मस्त लग रहा है।
वो
बॉलिंग वाली इधर आइए, बहुत खूबसूरत लग रहे हैं। थोड़ी सी गाड़ी बढ़ा के देखिए, कैमरे में क्या मस्त नजर आ रहे हैं आप। मजा आ गया ना? जल्दी से घर पे फोन कर दीजिए, आप टीवी पे आ रहे हैं।
URL वगैरह क्या है, बास भाई वगैरह?
It's on the homepage.
NJSBCL.com.
So just if you go to the I already told. I already told. Actually,
So everything set, right? Yes, so I can quickly go and yeah, set,
this
set।
thing scroll up again.
एक सेकंड। हाँ राहुल। हाँ हाँ हम लोग का अभी जस्ट स्ट्रीम सेट हुआ है। ये लिंक देना।
It's
ओके ठीक है, चल बा ईमेल कर दो।
अरे आपकी ईमेल आ रही है इसमें YouTube की वजह से, इसी में डाल देता हूँ। किसको भेजनी है?
डालना अमीन पत्री@gmail पर डालना।
लीजिए। ऑल सेट, मैं आता हूँ।
ए भाई 2 मिनट दे। स्ट्रीम किधर है? ये स्ट्रीम है, ये अब लाइव चल रही है।
एलेक्स का भी हो। Hey Alex, I'm good. How are you?
The bikes are good here. Basically, this one is
Okay.
not both of them.
Great.
Just keep one. That's him.
If you need a,
But is it going through?
it will go through because it will pick up from both the sound. I think so. He is not connected the audio cable, but the mics are sensitive from it. If you want direct, we can connect from tape out here. Is already here. This cable, and there is extension which you can put it in.
In there.
Yeah, there is audio in. You can
I
use
did.
that
It
now.
looks really nice. The lighting is really nice and they're doing nicely. Love it.
One, two, three.
We can change it to whatever you want. Not a problem.
One, two, three.
एप्पल पे चलेगा कमॉन यार Guys, I don't want anybody. सब अपने पे देखो मैं क्या करता हूँ यार लिंक Oh, excellent. Yes. Sierra. Baba Sierra pass किया.
कर रहे हैं बाहर से मैच रेफरी हैं
नहीं, मैं स्ट्रीम और बाकी कुछ करूँगा. Toss has been conducted. Toss has been conducted. NJ Tigers has won the toss and the captain has elected to bat first. Sorry, NJ Tigers have won the toss and elected to bat first. This is NJ Stars going into the field right now. Match is about to begin. Couple more minutes. जो लोग आप बात कर रहे हैं ना वो सारा जा रहा है स्ट्रीम पे. आई एम जस्ट लेटिंग यू नो. या I just gave him the link. You want one?
Thanks for joining.
Agar, can you forward the link?
I already put it in our.
Okay, thanks. We got it.
चाहिए?
No, no, no चाहिए.
Match is about to begin. NJ Tigers has won the toss, elected to bat. NJ Stars are going to field first.
कोई प्लेयर के पास मैंने स्टार्ट किया.
मैंने डाल तो दिया लिंक अपने इसी ग्रुप में.
और मेरे पास फेसबुक पे
डाल दो वो लिंक. ऐसी की ऐसी कॉपी करके डाल.
NFL. NFL what?
Let's watch it. Let's enjoy it.
Move away from here. Yeah, move away.
Shabash, Shatar boy! Shabash! Shabash, Shabash.
कैमरा के सामने नहीं चिल्लाएं यार.
No ball, yeah, run, yaar.
No ball.
Yeah, thank you.
This is the first ball of the game.
Yeah.
There was a no ball with a free hit.
Shabash, yaar, ye cheez, Mubassir bhai. It's a free hit. Come on, Mubassir, you can do it. Shabash, कोई बात नहीं है.
Come on, relax. Wake up. Come on, guys. All right, you got this thing. That's it now. On your nerves.
The game just started. For all those who are joining in late, Haseeb is bowling. NJ Tigers have elected to bat.
Shabash, Mubassir bhai.
Perfect ball outside the off for an appeal.
Shabash, सही है. शाबाश, मुबस्सिर भाई सही है.
We're seated right next to the NJ Tigers camp, so you'll be hearing a lot of noise from the NJ Tigers side. Again, a very good ball outside the off, completely missed by the batsman. Haseeb bowling a perfect line after the first no ball that he bowled.
सही है. Good going, शाबाश.
A lot of cheering on both sides of the camp. First semi-final game on the way. Played at Roland Park.
in Cranberry, New Jersey. Beautiful field, AstroTurf on the field, and a gentle slope down towards the boundaries. Full toss now. Took a quick single, appeal for a run out, but I think the batsman was kind of safe. It was a nice shot by Attack, close to the boundary. Looking for an easy quick single, that could be a very close run out. Umpire calls no. Very close shot. There was a misunderstanding by the batsman right in the middle. Sajjad bhai. स्कोर बता दें कोई So four balls up. Hold on. Scores four. So quick single down by the leg umpire. Easy single. Score ticks on to 5 for no wicket. First over 5 runs, 0 wickets. कितनी डिले इस नंबर कितना डिले है मैंने अभी बोला जो 5 का वो आ गया ऑलरेडी और ठीक है मुझे बता ओके बाय Sunny is the next bowler. First ball glided down towards the cover. No runs. So very different decision by NJSBCL to bowl Sunny in the second over itself.
Excellent bowling, Sunny, excellent.
मैं अभी कमेंट्री कर रहा हूँ आप मुझे बताएं
2 balls up and Sunny has not given any runs yet. Batsman decided to talk. in between, maybe to go more aggressive on one of the bowlers. I think Sunny should be the one that they are targeting, I think. It's another very good ball. Looks like a very close signal.
Good running. All good, guys. All good. Too far away, man. Ball it, man. बहुत अला या भाई यार अतर भाई
कमेंट्री नहीं आ रही been saying right along.
As Sunny, there was a high ball down to the square. Imran went for the catch, but it was a little too far for him. It's a very good placement by the batsman, though. So good bowling, Sunny keeping a certain line. So only 2 runs off this over so far. 5 was the initial score, so it should be 7. By now we'll confirm at the end of the over. Another shot down the third man. That could be an easy single. Back to the keeper. So Sunny is being touted as one of the wicket takers of the game so far. The fielding is very, very close up. They're looking for some quick wickets.
अच्छा वो आई ना हाँ ठीक है that's all I want to confirm because I'm using the instrument which I wasn't sure because वो DJ भी नहीं है yeah वो रखा हुआ है लो because there's a lot of
Tamam mı Basri?
let me raise it up and then tell me okay score क्या है
Score is 8 at this time. 2 overs, 8 Hasib back in. Hasib gave away 5 runs in the first over. Oh, they tried to drive on the leg side, completely outside the off ball. The ball kind of keeps low early in the morning today. I'm not sure if it's the result of a dew or the water on the ball, but seems like the new turf that has been built up there doesn't have enough sponge in the end for it to bounce.
ये वाली ठीक आ रही है yeah
बहुत आला यार शाबाश मुबस्सिर भाई
I see okay let me check
शाबाश सही है
okay thanks
There was a quick shot down to the fielder, very sharp fielding by NJ Stars today. I think that was Junaid on the field. He's come back with an injury to play this semi-finals game.
Excellent bowling. Show man, get him.
That was a good shot down the ground. Purposely he hit it down so it doesn't go up because he knows Imran is the fielder on the left. Nasib to Atar. Oh, very good ball. The ball took an extra bounce. Atar completely missed it straight to the keeper. He was trying to cut it square for a quick single, I think. I think the batsmen have been told to take quick singles of the early overs because of a lot of dew on the ground. It's almost fall here in New Jersey. And the leaf, if you notice at the back, has almost started to turn red. It's kind of cold in the morning. I think the dew settles on the grass quite a bit. Nasib to Atar. Next ball. Very good ball. Again, Atar tries to glide it off towards the square. Doesn't quite get the hang of it. Ball comes back and hits his leg.
शाबाश अतर भाई बहुत आला यार
ये चीज
ले बॉल दे दे
लूट लो
See to Atar again. That was a very good ball. And a quick single.
गुड रनिंग गाइस गुड रनिंग
So those singles are coming in. NJSBCL is not able to stop those quick singles in the early games. Remember, this game is played with 16 overs. For all those who are not familiar with the format, at 8 overs we take a break. It's 3 overs up.
Score बताएं.
10
Score is 10. Fall of no wickets so far.
शाबाश मुबस्सिर भाई
So if you guys notice on the stream, Sajil is one of the fielders on the long off, and he hasn't moved actually. If you look at it, the stream comes in with Sajil on it all the time. Unfortunately, due to some of the infrastructure restrictions here, we are unable to move much of the camera. Sunny to Atar. That was a good shot on the square.
दो अबे
And a
यार
quick
दो
fielding by Imran saved a definite second straight to the keeper. There was a very easy second run, but Imran is too quick on his feet.
देखा स्लाइड कैसे
अपने आप को देखो मेरे पे नहीं रहना है टेंशन नहीं लेनी मेरी ओ शॉट
There's up in the air, fielder going underneath it. That's an easy catch. There was Rahil who caught the ball. First wicket falls in the fourth over by Sunny.
शाबाश 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 कोई बात नहीं यार
Make some noise. Make some noise. Good ball.
We'll be talking to some of the players soon in the stream. Rahil had to cover quite a bit of ground to get that catch, and he did catch it quite high up in the air, which is a good sign. So Sunny brings in the breakthrough. Batsmen have crossed Atar on strike. And if you guys, there was a very good ball by Sunny. Athar was looking for a quick single down the cover, completely missed it straight to the keeper. So the next batsman in is Tapash, who has played for Bangladesh and is now here coaching kids at a cricket academy here. He's been playing consistently this season with NJ Tigers. Sunny to Athar. It's a good shot straight down the ground. And Sajin slipped and the ball went down for 4. So there was a 4 called by the umpire. I hope all of you at home are watching the stream live. This is NJSBCL semi-final 1, NJ Stars versus NJ Tigers. Sunny to Athar. Tried to go down the leg. Couldn't connect.
Good ball, excellent.
What's going on, man?
So I figured the echo was coming because the black magic device was also on.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of shut it off. Then the echo went out, and then I adjusted the volume levels because there was too much sound coming in from the ground into the stream. So we kind of put that down.
Good intent, Athar.
Wait.
So we have another new commentator here. He came in late for the game. This is Amin from NJSBCL. Score is 15 at the end of 4 overs. 1 wicket down. Athar and captain having a quick word. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to try and zoom out a little bit on the stream and let you know. So here we are with Tejas, and he is going to be continuing the further commentary of this game.
मेरे को बहुत सारा चीज चेक करना है तो कर
4 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket.
थोड़ा क्लोजर
Vijay is the new bowler. Nice shot on the offside. Good shot for 1 run.
So Tejas, the batsman who just came in, his name is Tapash Basia, and he is an international player. He's played for Bangladesh in international games. He's played first-class cricket in Bangladesh, and now he is coaching kids here in New Jersey. A good addition to NJSBCL, but he's the guy to watch for this game.
Yeah, it's always good to know that we see good senior players taking interest in our league. Nice ball, beaten outside offside.
अगर ठीक लग रहा है
Oh, it's bowled him. Athar is bowled by Vijay. It's a wild slug and off goes the off stump. Naveed going in.
थोड़ा जूम आउट किया मैंने. परफेक्ट है ना? स्ट्रीम आ रही है?
शाबाश नवीन भाई, बहुत आला यार, शाबाश सफेद भाई.
Now with the new batsman taking guard. This is an interesting time of play. Navid and Tapas both at the crease. It's going to be really interesting.
So Naveed is one of the big strikers of the ball in this game, and he is definitely the one to watch. And I think NJ Stars has done a very, very good change of bowling to bring Vijay in, so they could take a quick wicket. And they were bowling with Haseeb and Sunny before, and I think the mainstream bowlers are going to join in now. So Vijay bowling to Naveed, looking for a quick single, denied by Tapash. Tapash is going to get in the A game today. But Naveed, on the other hand, is a big striker. So maybe they will feed off of each other with the enthusiasm and try to look for some quick sixes and fours off the boundary. Not a single six or a four so far in this game.
And yeah, I mean, that should be the strategy. Play an anchor role on one side and go for the hits.
This is mute. You could do it from here. Click on, click off. If you want to keep the mic on and click on off from the speaker ka button.
Oh, dropped.
शाबाश 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 शाबाश, सही है. शाबाश शाबाश
Catch
शाबाश.
drop.
नवीन भाई देख के ऊपर से जाए बॉल, ऊपर से जाए बॉल.
बहुत आला नवीन भाई, शाबाश यार.
Great bowling by Vijay.
There was a dropped catch right by the square leg umpire. I think that may have been very devastating for Rangers Tigers because Naveed is one of their best batsmen.
कैसा? बढ़िया, ठीक है? देखा स्ट्रीम?
मैंने स्ट्रीम देखा नहीं, पर
चेक
मैं
कर ले एक बार स्ट्रीम है. आवाज आ रही है.
साउंड नहीं आ रही थी, साउंड नहीं आ
साउंड नहीं, हमने बाद में चेंज किया, सब भी चेक कर. अच्छा.
Oh, sir.
रही. यार नहीं, मैं करो यार.
No, मैंने तो मेरे को थमा दिया.
आ रही है वो.
Score.
16 for 2. 1 sec. 5 over.
Score is 16, 5 overs, 2 wickets.
थोड़ा और जूम आउट करूँ क्या? ये ठीक है.
ये ठीक है.
इधर ऊपर लगाया.
भाई सर अच्छी आ रही है.
क्या भाई, इसके लिए हफ्ता भर इसके पीछे अरेंज करते बैठे हुए हैं. बिगेस्ट थिंग वाज द केबल.
कौन सी वो वाली? तो बैक
HDMI has a limitation. You cannot cross 15 feet.
Very well played down the offside for a dot ball.
Lost signal. Finally, we started cutting down the
बहुत
side
आला यार.
wire. We finally got it. The best thing you get it at 10 feet. The problem is that you have to
बहुत आला सफेद भाई.
लगा ही हुआ था करना ही है किसी भी हालत में.
Very well left. Oh, it's a wide ball.
Well left.
क्या विनाश कर रहा है भाई.
So Indian Tigers have brought in Junaid for Tapash. Junaid is actually a pace bowler, but from his recent injury and his shoulder surgery that he had in the recent, I'm not sure whether he'll be able to gain that kind of pace to baffle Tapash. But remember, this is not a regular leather ball game. It's a softball cricket, so it's a tennis ball with fur on it. Quite different to play. Oh, Junaid bowling a very tight line. Perfect ball. Junaid has the ability to cut the ball out from the right-handed batsman, and I think that's what is baffling. So this will be a key wicket for NJ Stars to take, and of course it will be a key partnership for NJ Tigers to build on the score.
Very nice shot down the ground for a single by Tapas.
Scoring rate without losing it for a nice game.
अपने वेबसाइट में भी स्ट्रीम है
Seen very tight bowling so far from NJ Stars, rotating their bowlers regularly. Good strategy.
दोनों मैचेस हैं पर स्ट्रीमिंग 2.php करेगा तो सेकंड मैच आएगा हाँ
लेजेंड का क्या चल रहा है?
लेजेंड्स एंड जर्सी बॉयज का ये जो यूआरएल है ना तेरी स्ट्रीमिंग 2 का .php
2.php
हाँ 2 स्ट्रीमिंग 2 करना
यूएस कर दिया यार
उसने भेजा
Oh, Navin charging down the wicket. Very smartly bowled, not giving him any room to hit the ball. A dot ball. Very nice bowling.
वो राशिद कर रहा है देख भाई दोनों गेम आ रही है हमारी
दिखाओ दूसरा बट इसको पोस्ट किया है ना 2015 फाइनल ऐसे पोस्ट किया
अरे वो चक्कर क्या है ना वो YouTube का अकाउंट है ना वो अकाउंट का हेड पिक करता है
Nice bowling, well left by Navin.
बट
इसमें भाई यार दूसरे वाले में साउंड नहीं
ऑडियो होना तो चाहिए उसके पास
Oh, very nice bowling again. Naveed tried to swing the bat, but he had no time and he had to play off the ball with his leg. Good dot ball. Very well bent over.
स्कोर स्कोर
साउंड नहीं आ रही क्या ये किशोर है हाँ वो तो किशोर है
स्कोर क्या है
6 overs, 19 runs, 2 wickets.
वहाँ कुछ स्कोर पता चल रहा है सर
नहीं आवाज़ नहीं आ रही यार इसमें ना क्योंकि स्ट्रीम हो रहा है लेकिन देयर इज नो साउंड
कोई बात ही नहीं करता रहेगा कैसे साउंड है
ये भी बड़ा थोड़ा बहुत तो आ जाना चाहिए कुछ नहीं स्पीकर पर डाल दिया साउंड नहीं
मैं बता रहा हूँ विपिन देख साउंड आ रही है
ऑफिशियल
कुछ भी नहीं
वो इधर साउंड आ रहा नहीं
साउंड ही नहीं है
So this is semi-final 1 of Division 1. NJ Stars versus NJ Tigers. Those interested on the other semi-final, there is a live YouTube streaming. It's Legends versus Jersey Boys. That game is also under play currently.
जरा हैंडल करो 10 मिनट मैं उधर जाता हूँ ठीक है तुम दोनों कर लो मैनेज कुछ भी नहीं करना है सब कुछ सेटअप है जूम आउट करना है तो जूम आउट कर ले बट उसका ना जूम बहुत अंदर है वो खाली पिच दिखा रहा है तो वो भी थोड़ा एडजस्ट करके आता हूँ ठीक है
चलो चलो आप करो एक मिनट
बोलने के लिए मैटर नहीं बचा
ओके
अली का पहला ओवर है
मैं भी फोटो
हम लोग वैसे ही कर रहे हैं क्योंकि
Ali starts off with a wide ball. Very well bowled. Very well bowled.
ये सेव है या दूसरा बॉलर इसको दबा के दूसरा टाइम
म्यूट है स्पीकर लिया है उसका बिकॉज़ दे डोंट वांट टू पुट दैट
They need now good 3 overs.
नाविद को लाइफ में ना
Very good. इसको convert करना
That's a really good ball. Again, cutting outside the off stump. And NJ Stars is bowling to a plan. They are bowling in the channel. And Ali and Junaid are their key bowlers. And these 3 or 4 overs are going to be critical.
सेवेंथ रन्स स्कोर 20
So once again, a really good ball on the offside. The batsman does not have any choice except to defend it. And right now, NJ Stars is tightening the noose. and NJ Tigers need desperately few big hits.
वीडियो पे पेट आ रहा था तो आई थिंक जस्ट बैटर इसका सोचे कि बड़ा
And that's the one. It is sailed over the fence. That's a good six. So generally you don't see Ali getting hit for a six. That's a really good shot from Tapas.
First six of them.
So that's first six of the match. And I think this should infuse some energy in the NJ Tigers team.
That's the ball.
Well played. Very sensible cricket after a big hit. Tapas rotates the strike.
Excellent boy.
7 overs. No, it's 7th in progress.
So I think NJ Tiger team is breathing a little easy now after that six. And I guess they have the two prime batsmen on the crease now. Let's see if Navid can replicate Tapas's shot.
तो कैसे सेटअप है कोई रिलेशन में वो खेल ऐसे भी खेलता रहेगा उसको भी अपना नाम बनाना है कुछ किड्स so this way he gets noticed.
And Navid goes for it, and he also gets a boundary. So this has been a very productive over for NJ Tigers. Already, I think they made close to 12 runs in this over. The score moves down to 30 at the end of 7 overs.
Excellent यार बहुत ज्यादा शाबाश शाबाश शाबाश
And just as is having a discussion now, they did not expect Ali to go for 12 runs. And we can see that Navid and Tapas are breathing easy with 8th over to go before the break, with 1 over to go. Let's see what strategy NJ Tigers adopt this last over before the break.
Junaid coming for the 8th over before the break. Tapash already showing intentions to score big runs right now. Nice shot down the ground. It's going to be a single. Very sensible batting by Tapash. He knows Navid is on the other side and he can take his chances. Very well bowled. Tapas is not interested in the single. Navid taking his time at the crease. Oh, that's a wild swing. Not given a wide. Now he's charging down the wicket. Excellently bowled by Javed. Very good bowling by Junaid. He saw Naved coming in and he just bowled right off on the offside, a Yorker offer. White ball. Oh, that's a high full toss. Let's see if umpire is interested to give that no ball. No ball given. I think this is the final delivery before the break. Very well played down the leg side for a single. Sensible batting by Tapash. And it's a break. The score is 8 overs, 34 for 2 wickets. Yes, it's a good platform. Vipin, what do you think? It's a good platform for NJ Tigers to take it from here?
I think it's a great platform. First, I'll say that after winning the toss, electing to bat in a semi-final itself is a very positive thought process in the move. And this is a pressure game, so 34 is a great platform. And I think NJ Tigers can go in with confidence in the remaining 8 overs because they have taken on Junaid and Ali and made around 15-20 runs in their overs. So that will give them the confidence in the next 8 overs. They can actually target anywhere close to 80, 90 or 100. And anything above 80 in a playoff game is a really good score.
Absolutely makes sense, Vipin. It's going to be a great next 8 overs. Let's see what we have in store for the next half of the NJ Tigers innings. There will be a break for 5 minutes. Team will be back in 5 minutes.
Hi, how are you? One. Come on. Mike is waiting for that Amitabh Bachchan voice. What happened? Same. Someone, this the public is complaining that there is no Amitabh Bachchan voice in commentary. Now you have to come.
You saw the match?
Which one?
The beginning?
No, I came. Just came in?
No, I was here.
What is this nonsense?
My new addiction.
Man, what is this? What is this? Are you Tamil?
Vaping, man.
Huh?
Vaping.
But you put tobacco? Why would you do that?
It's a replacement for cigarette. It's better than cigarette, man. Like cigarette has so many other chemicals.
But this is so much of it.
It's just to wake up.
Come on, now you sit for Tamil.
It's being recorded.
Both the games.
Live on YouTube? Live on YouTube, yeah. Just even then. Yeah, it's a,
Had you known, you wouldn't have
yeah, I
come.
would not have come here, man.
Hey, talk to him.
They should have invented this 20 years ago. I would now never have smoked.
So on, how's life?
Sir, can I keep this here?
Yeah, sure.
I keep meeting.
उसमें चाबी वगैरह है.
Oh, the
Morgan
okay,
HR guy, ED guy. He has always good things to say about you.
he calls me Amitabh Bachchan. I think you might have told him, right?
I told him that once somebody called him Amitabh Bachchan. He's taking it very seriously. So he's my friend Pratik Ravel. Mohan, yeah. So we used to work together in Morgan Stanley. Yeah. So we all know Vijay. That's my chap. Same person. Train. Guys, what is the par score?
I mean,
100 is the pressure game. 80, 90, 80 plus is okay. Pressure game.
you can score only if you score big shots. Down like it's just far.
The thing is, we have 8 wickets. Apache is still playing. Amir is still here. The next
This guy can get it.
other guys are test. Apache.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Oh yeah, he's a Bangladesh. We coach kids also, right?
Oh, his technique looks good.
Oh man, but he's not better than.
He's a good bowler. Excellent batsman for a.
But he does not have the style that Mohan has.
My fattu bowling.
Substance kind of lacking.
My
After 29 years old. Last 30 years we both are trying to find.
my fattu bowling, I am getting wickets, man.
Yeah, he saw.
I'm getting people are getting out for my bowling.
But Somerset City was doing very well.
Your bowling was always. Only thing is just like
I'm not bowling spin. I've become a medium pacer.
that always.
No, I'm surprised, man. Every time I
Match
open
resuming.
the bowling, first
Ali
over, I'm
bowling the
getting
9th
wicket.
over.
I maintain line and line.
Yes, that's important.
Nice shot down the covers for a single. Very good platform for NJ Tigers to go for the kill from here. Let's see how NJ Stars rotates their bowlers.
Go for the kill. Abhi police aa jayegi. Police go for. Somebody said tiger and kill. So they are here. Go Navi.
Very well bowling. Then they have done a very good studies of how Navid plays and hits the ball.
Navi either plays like Rahul Dravid or Ronaldo or Navid himself.
Wild slog, not able to connect. This was in the zone of Naveed, but he could not connect this ball. I think there was a slight change of pace by the bowler, which caused Naveed to lose his timing.
Kohli guy holds the bat. I cannot hold that.
Excellent bowling by Ali. Again, very good bowling. Wild slog, not able to connect. Naveed looks under pressure. Excellent bowling by Ali.
Come on, I'm introducing you. The Amitabh Bachchan of our league. Come on.
Who else is there, man? Who is doing Hindi commentary?
Nobody's doing Hindi. Come here.
Again, 3 in a row, hit and a miss. Excellent bowling by Ali. Naveed not able to judge the pace and the bounce of Ali's bowling. Excellent bowling.
Mohan, come man. Mohan.
Every picture it's kids.
Last ball of the over. Oh, it's a white ball. I think Ali gave a lot on this ball. White ball.
डबल नबी भाई बहुत आला यार अभी भी एक बॉल है बहुत आला यार डबल डबल नबी भाई
Navid left this ball for a wide, but umpire didn't call it. Excellent bowling, excellent over by Ali. Almost an empty over. Let's see how Tapas goes from here.
Hey, Mohan, come man. Mohan, come. I don't have any matter, man. Come.
Just keep saying like, this is the first ball of over.
I'm not as lame as you.
And score has not moved
An inch.
an inch. It still remains at 36.
Come on. Now I'm introducing you, okay? Be ready. Okay? Be... Mohan, come.
डबल भाई बहुत आला यार
New bowler.
Yeah, what's the bowler name? Asib.
Asib is the new bowler. Asib.
It's in the back of his shirt.
Mohan, my eyes are not as sharp as you.
Hey,
What a shot! It could be out. Gone. Tapas gives away his wicket on a loose, low full toss ball. As it's always said, that low full tosses are difficult to convert, and Tapas gives away his wicket on a low full toss. A great breakthrough by NJ Stars. I think the excellent over from Ali, the previous over, made this difference. Tapas went for the shot, he could not convert. Very well played innings by Tapas. Sajjad is the new batsman. The batsman has crossed over while Sajil took the catch.
डबल 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 नबी भाई बहुत आला यार
Now the onus and the pressure is on Navi to convert a few shots.
डबल नबी भाई
Again, Naveed goes for a wild slog, could not connect the ball. 5 balls in a row, he could not connect a single ball. Excellent bowling by NJ Stars.
आप आओ बैठो सर
batsman is toying with the bowler.
bowler is toying with the batsman.
शाबाश 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 कीप द टेम्पो चलो शाबाश गाइस
Batsman is showing mercy on the bowler. Right.
And finally, what a great shot. A flat 6 by Navid. This is what he was looking for the last 4 balls. Excellent shot by Navid. If he gets a couple of this every over, NJ Tigers are in for a big score.
उसने स्ट्रेस दे के 2 बार फाइनली बोला। उसने ऐसा स्ट्रेस दे के 2 बार फाइनली बोला, फाइनली फाइनली। तो इतना स्ट्रेस दिया उस बॉडी को।
I just got to know from Athar. Navid has 2 scoring shots, 1 6 and a 4. He's not been able to take a single yet. That's how he plays. That's his game. And that's the first single from Navid. Excellent running. Very good running. The batsman took a lot of backup, could not come for a single.
Excellent going, guys.
Sensible cricket by Navid this time around.
My joystick is cycled, I won't be able to walk.
Sajjad is the new batsman.
Do we know the score from other semi-final?
There's no voice.
अभी वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है?
उसमें voice All the semis are today only, right?
Yeah, all 4 semis. Next, Mohan, next week you're there, right? Since morning through evening.
It's close to my place.
I'll come to your place.
No, you'll trip and fall on something injurious.
Nice bowling. Tried to go for a quick single. Refused by Navid. End of a very good over. A wicket taking over. Oh, there's one more ball left.
दिख रहा है?
दिख रहा है।
पता चलेगा कौन खेल रहा है, उससे पता चलेगा.
इसको कनेक्ट कर सकता है। ये वाईफाई नहीं है।
Reverse the shot. Huge appeal. Not out. End of a very good over again, except for the 1-6. It was an excellent over.
Score. 10-43.
10 overs, 43 for 3 wickets. 6 overs to go. Navid on strike.
The streaming भी चला गया। I think they might be fixing it.
आ रहा तेरे को?
Yeah, I think they might be repairing it.
Oh, that side, right?
हाँ, ये दूसरा वाला है।
The other batch.
Legends वर्सेस जैसे
ये मैच भी इधर ही कहीं चल रहा है.
इधर ही पेज ब्रो का.
अरे बात करना.
बहुत आला नवीद भाई, बहुत आला.
नहीं है।
एक अच्छा हो चाहिए. Score. 43. 43.
We have quite a good audience here on the ground today. Great anticipation for this game. NJ Tigers versus NJ Stars.
Most of the audience are from batting team.
Navid looking at the field.
फिर थोड़ी देर में पीछे देख रहा audience किधर है।
Wild slog again. Misses it.
अरे ऑडियो सुन.
ये क्या है? वही तो भी है। नहीं, वो दूसरा वाला गेम।
दूसरा नहीं. ऑडियो
ये तो अपने हीरो का आवाज है।
शाबाश नवीद भाई, एक अच्छा हो चाहिए.
ये ना.
Nice. Oh, was a chance. Just dropped short of the fielder Ali. Navid gets his live single. You see Sajjad, he has a weird batting stance, which clearly shows that his intentions are to hit the ball. Left the ball on the offside, looking for a wide. Empire does not give it. Slower one. Taps it on the leg side for a single, giving strike to Navid.
थोड़ा पीछे चल रहा है या स्लाइडिंग
Navid charges again. He could not connect. Oh, he had a slides inside edge. Called for a single. 1 run. Very nice bowling by Junaid. Not giving any room to Navid to free his arms.
सब्सक्रिप्शन गोइंग अप
Oh, again, very nice bowling. Missed the stump by a whisker. Again, end of a very good over. 11 overs. 11 overs, 46 for 3 wickets. Just 3 runs in this over. Excellent over by Junaid. We have here the veteran of the NJSBCL League, Mohan from Somerset CC. Mohan, what do you think? What are NJ Tigers charges? There are 5 overs left. Where do they go from here?
I think they have to send, all their big hitters and see if they can, get some big shots in. Because looking at the opponents, I think they need a score of 80 minimum to be like in the game. I don't know how strong their bowling is, but I think 80, anything below 80 would be a tough thing to hold on to.
We have Athar from the batting team here, who was the second wicket out to Vijay. What a shot from Naveed. What a big six. It was a loose knot from Ali. Low full toss. Perfect setting for Naveed to hit that outside the park for 6 runs. Great shot. Athar, what do you think? What is the par score for you?
89 is the winning score. I think that's what we can defend very easily. We need to have 80, like Mohan said. Mohan is my old friend and I admire him a lot. He's an excellent bowler in the league. Unfortunately, he's stuck in Division 2. He's a Division 1 material. So, but it's 28 balls and we have 7 wickets in hand. So all we need is another 45 runs or so. I'm just counting one dot ball in advance.
Thanks, Athar.
Yeah, but you guys need to cheer us while we are hitting these things. Mohan is too quiet.
Hey, how are you?
Wild swing again by Naveed. Misses it. Great comeback by Ali.
हाँ आ रही है आवाज आ रही है हाँ हाँ पर 56 for 1 था उनका कितना
दूसरा गेम का स्कोर पता है
56 for 1
स्ट्रीमिंग बंद हो गया
कौन
56 for 1 था जर्सी बॉयज
हाँ
56 for 1 in 8 overs the first 8
Oh, what a slower ball. Naveed misses it. Excellent bowling again by Ali. For our spectators, just a quick comment on the other semi-final game, Jersey Boys versus Legends. Jersey Boys batting first are 8 overs, 56 for 1. Excellent platform for them to go for the big one.
This is 13th over 12th
asking for a wide, but umpire does not give it. I think NJ Stars have studied Navid really well. They're not giving anything him to hit the ball outside the park.
स्कोर क्या चल रहा है?
And that was a faster one. I think Ali has a great ability to mix the bowls. Most of the balls he bowls the leg cutters, and then suddenly he will sneak in one really fast one. And Navid was not expecting this fast bowl. I think Ali has bowled really well, except those four loose balls which have gone for sixes. I think that has been the difference between. And one more beauty. Again, full ball. Oh, this is a wide. The length was good, but slightly outside the white line. So Ali generally bowls really, really tight. His 4 overs generally don't give more than 10 runs. But today, I think he has bowled 3 or 4 full tosses and on the leg side. And NJ Tigers has taken heavy toll of these 4 balls, hitting them for sixes and fours.
Very nice.
Once again, he mixes the ball really well, even though it was on the slot, but it was a slower ball. And all Navid could do was get an edge to the leg side, and they scamper through for a single.
12 overs.
That is end of the 12th over.
54 for 3.
The score is 54 for 3. So even though NJ Tigers has not lost too many wickets and they have hit big shots, but a lot of dot balls have been bowled. And now in 24 balls, if they can take the score from 54 to somewhere close to 85 or 90, that will be really good challenging score for a semi-final. 52?
54.
54. 12 overs, 54 runs and 3 wickets.
और ओवर कितने बचे हैं स्कोरर?
12.
नहीं बॉलर्स के किस के कितने बचे? जुबैर किसके ओवर बचे हैं अभी? अच्छा, okay.
So now Junaid is coming into bowl his last over, and there is one more over left for Ali. I think these batsmen would be bowling for the last 2 overs to take a heavy toll of the other bowlers.
Getting naughty. I'm getting busy with them. My daughter is 21. My son is 4 years old. No.
And then once again, Junaid goes for a full ball on the offside. I think if you look at it, the fielding on the leg side, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, including the mid-off guy, all on the boundary, and there is no one on the offside.
Wait. Watch it get over. I don't think Navid is getting
It's very interesting that there is no one on the point boundary, cover boundary, and the whole area on the offside is open from third man to mid-off. So 13th over, 2 balls have been bowled, and both the balls there was no runs.
But yeah, too many dot balls. Unless he clears 2-3. पहले वाला कोई इंजरी इसको हुई. हाँ वही है.
I think this is where rotation of strike helps. I think in this innings there have been a lot of dot balls which have been played, and in the 13th over we have 3 dot balls. Once again a beauty. Junaid this time bowls a slower one, completely foxes the batsman. Navid, he could not do anything.
Too many dot balls.
And I think even though NJ Tigers have got big sixes and boundaries, but where they have been short is on rotation of strike.
Yeah, if he is there, we'll convert them. Yes.
And Junaid bowls a wide. So some breathing space for Navid. There's still 2 more balls to go.
Even this Ali huh? Four dot.
I think this is where ability to soak in pressure comes in from both the batsman and the bowler. Junaid takes a break. He wants to finish on a high. 2 more balls to finish his spell. And he's taking his own sweet time to make sure that he does not give the batsman an inch to hit a boundary, which they are desperately looking for. And once again, this is the 5th dot ball in this over, all targeted on the offside. I think they have read the batsman really well. And I'm surprised that looking at the offside, the whole area is open.
Yeah, he has to go for it.
Oh, so this ball, it was kind of a full toss, but again, it was targeted nice on the offside. This is a wonderful over. Looking at that, this was 13th over, and Navid has already hit a couple of sixes, except that white ball. It was 6 dot balls which Junaid bowled in this over. At the end of 13, the score is 55. 55 for 3. 7 wickets in hand, 18 balls to go. I think 18 balls, and Ali has not been having one of the best days. So if I'm NJ Tigers, I'll still be optimistic that I can make the most of these 18 balls and take the score to around 25, 30 plus, or maybe more, to finish on a healthy, solid 80 plus total. So, Arthur, what is a good score now after this over?
I think I'll stick with 80. I think we need to cross it. That's stick with 80. 80 is the par at least. 89 is the winning score. I'm just right. So yeah, stick with 80. That's a psychological thing. 2, 3 good wickets, and then you're in the business. The thing is, you can see that if you just help the focus on what you're just hitting, it's not really working. So that's the game for most of NJ Stars as well.
I think you're right, Arthur. I think both the teams are mostly full of hitters, and I think if they make 80, it could be a very good fighting score. Sajjad tries his signature shot, a reverse sweep, which he's very adept at. I have seen him hitting sixes using the shot on the offside, but Ali is a slightly different bowler. He changes the pace and direction, so this may be a good, interesting fight and duel between Ali and Sajjad. Slight field adjustment. I think for the first time in this game, I see 2 people on the offside now on the boundary. And that's a beautiful shot. Sajil is coming on the wall. That's a wonderful catch. Sajil runs all the way from mid-off boundary to kind of cover, extra cover boundary, and takes a wonderful catch. It's excellent commitment, good athleticism, and Sajjad kind of thought he had hit the shot in gap, but Sajil would not have any of it, and he went there and took an excellent catch. I think in the last 7-8 balls, NJ Stars has regained the momentum. They have taken a wicket, they have bowled close to 8 or 9 dot balls, And I think NJ Tigers will have to recalibrate the strategy in terms of how to finish on a high in the remaining 2.5 overs. So score still stuck at 55 for 3 wickets, and we are in 14th over. 3 balls up in 14th.
This is the second catch for Sajil. Excellent catch running on his left side. Very good. I think now the strategy should be for Navid to stay through and try to at least go for 3-4 big shots. Because all his time that he spent on the field, he needs to capitalize on it now and just go for it. And it's a good shot. Ali tried a slower ball and Navid got the hold of it. A low, slow full toss. Navid cannot miss this. Very good shot for 6 runs. These are the balls typically Navid keeps waiting on, and it's worth it for him to play a few dot balls but wait for his ball to hit outside the park.
I think this is the most I have seen Ali being hit for in terms of sixes, and it's kind of strange that even though he has been hit for sixes, he has bowled a lot of dot balls also, and the same is true of Navid. He has hit sixes, but he has also played a lot of dot balls. It's kind of equalizes.
Nice bowling. He's got him bowled. Between his legs, middle stick gone. Excellent bowling by Ali. Excellent comeback. Navid, the main hitter, is out.
Yeah, and I think this is a big blow because your chances of looking for a total like nexus of 80 will take a little bit of a dip with this, even though I think they have still good hitters to go. I think they just need 3-4 bad balls to reach still to the total of 80, which Athar was saying that their team would be looking for. And with Ali bowling his fourth over now, they still have 2 overs to go for other bowlers where they can still target the score of 80 plus. So we have our colleague here, Amarnath, our expert commentator who also is on a radio program. Athar says Lala Amarnath. Yeah, he has all the knowledge which Lala Amarnath had and the skills of Lala Amarnath in terms of commentary. So I'll pass on to Amarnath with his comments on the game situation.
Good morning, everybody. I think it's a beautiful day here at Roland Park. I think you couldn't ask for a better situation. I'm just arrived at the ground and I'm trying to figure out what is happening. So I'll hand it over to Vipin. Everybody enjoy the game.
Thank Tapas, and we have our umpire Avinash trying to settle the stumps. And first ball goes for a big one and is out. The batsman got a short ball, his lives lit up, but he got it high on his bat. He hit it high in the air towards the square leg boundary, and the fielder there, Imran, he's one of the worst fielders in the league. He just waited for it and took it easily. So one more wicket goes down for NJ Tigers. It has been kind of a crazy innings for NJ Tigers. They gain momentum, then they slow down, they lose a wicket, the hitter is short, and again they get down. So the score is 61 at the end of So I think the
13th over is in
13th over is still in progress. 14th over still in progress. 1 ball to go.
Hat-trick ball, hat-trick ball.
Ali was looking to get a hat trick by sneaking in a Yorker, but Abdul Wali Siddiqui was equally up to it. He just tapped the ball on the leg side and took a single. That marks the end of Ali's over and his spell. I think he's bowled 4 overs. He today gave at least 3 or 4 sixes, but then he has made up of this by taking at least 3 or 4 wickets, if I'm not wrong. 61 with 2 overs to go. 62 with 2 overs to go.
One thing I have noticed that there is a little bit of extra bounce in this wicket. So you see top edges when people are going across. So that is something one needs to get familiar before start hitting. So you'll see top edges. That's my prediction.
So Water is sowing the seeds of suspicion in NJSBCL's mind already.
Yes.
And what is indicating is 70 might also be a great score to his team. So they have to fight whatever they have. Hasib comes back and he bowls a full ball, but it's on the offside, and all the batsman can do is get a edge and they scamper for a single. The good thing Abdul Wali is doing is he is rotating the strike and getting a run every ball. I think this is what they need at the minimum to get that 70 plus score. Now Syed Ahmed is on strike, second ball coming from Hasib.
So Cobb showed up at the other game and बंद करा दिया उन्होंने. क्यों? ये voice commentary. Okay. तो
And that was a good shot from Syed, and Rahul made a valiant attempt. He ran and he got his hand to the ball. It came into his hand on the left hand, which is his good hand, and that dropped. So the batsmen ran 2 runs. I think in the last 3 balls they made 4 runs. I think the good thing these batsmen are doing is they are not giving any dot balls, and that is the key. Sometimes you get carried away for the big hits. 3 balls, 4 runs. This is turning out to be a decent over for NJ Tigers. 15th over in progress. 3 balls to go.
The catches have a stick. That's the problem.
Once again, Syed plays the shot on the offside, runs through the single. Sorry, it was actually 4 balls left at that stage. Now it's 3.
4 balls have come in the first 3 balls.
So 4 runs have come of 3 balls now. And the field is well spread out, and both the batsmen are smartly playing the ball on the merit and making sure that there are no dot balls.
All well?
Yes.
All good? That's good.
Sorry that couldn't participate as traveling. I came back. Last night
Where were you traveling to?
About 7 countries.
Oh my God.
I woke up at 3.
And Abdul Wali goes for a big one, and
Is it run out?
Hasib has disturbed the furniture. All the 3 stumps are down, and they lose 1 more wicket.
There was no run there.
So there was no run, but I think at the end of this innings, people go for desperate measures. They are looking to make run each ball.
Sham, so what is the score?
Yeah, we are curious. That's the difference is it's the wooden one. That's
And wickets?
That's why. Yeah.
Next time you can hit 4, 5. Everybody can hit.
I bought it. This is the first wicket I bought it.
So 66 the score. Now 7 wickets down. Syed gets run out. Hasib did very smart work. He's a good athlete. He just followed through on his goal, went there and got the stumps down.
Plus the runner didn't take a start. A quick start was necessary.
This is going in one direction.
Still debatable. Still, the ball was right on his leg.
Yeah, but if they want to take that quick single, he has to take that start. Too late.
So Zubair is the batsman. He also can hit some blows. But now 3 wickets left.
And how many more runs to score?
A perfect shot, no?
And he goes for a shot, and it goes towards the third man. Sunny gets onto the ball, and he restricts the batsman to a single. So one more ball to go in 15th over.
Camera भी बहुत ज़बरदस्त है. So I think we should invest in cameras now. वो जो डिवाइस है ना, वो लास्ट ईयर लिया था हम लोग ने. ये साल सेकंड वाला भी ले लिया, तो भी 2 स्ट्रीम हो गई हमारे पास.
Hasib again goes full on the offside, and Abdul Wali, who has been playing beautifully, takes a single on the offside and keeps a strike. And here I'd like to acknowledge for all the people who are watching this stream live today at their home, NJSBCL family. This telecast is courtesy Mr. Amin Khatri and his web team, who has been relentlessly pursuing this effort over the years to, and there's one more match we are streaming live today, the other semi-finals. The score is 68 at the end of 15 overs with 7 wickets down. And I mean, what do you think of the score? Even though there's still 6 more balls to go, what do you make of it?
So Vipin, when I was here at the setup in the beginning, I watched the first 4 overs. They were down about 2 wickets with about 10, 12 runs on the board. They were taking quite easy singles off the field, but I think at the end when I came back here from the other stream, the singles have been kind of cut down. I think it's something to do with the bowling decision that they had brought in Vijay and Junaid in at the main level. And I think they took some quick wickets as well. So I feel that this is going to be close to an 80 game, maybe high 70, 80 game. And it's not an easy game though. So there's pressure on NJ Tigers to score big. They've been winning games with big scores.
The first ball was a dot ball. And that's one more wicket. Abdul Wali Siddiqui goes for a big one again, and the ball gets lobbed in the air. Munzi takes a good catch. Vijay is bowling as per the script, keeping the ball on the offside, and he knows that batsmen are going for big hits now. He's not giving them any room to hit any big ones on the leg side.
It was a tight delivery. It was a tight delivery. The batsman couldn't take liberties with it and gave a simple catch to the wicketkeeper.
So the score is still stuck at 68 for 7 with 2 balls down.
First ball. 57 15 over 15 over हाँ क्या बोला बैटिंग लिया ना उन लोग स्ट्रीम कैसे आ रहा है लेकिन बराबर है सब कुछ ओके चलो ओके डन थैंक्स
Vijay bowls on the middle and leg side this time, and the batsman hits it on the leg and takes a single. Rahil comes in from square leg boundary and lobs the back to the bowler. 3 more balls to go. The score is 69.
1 run.
And this time the batsman goes for a big one, and
He takes it.
the fielder,
Juggled the ball.
Imran, takes a beautiful catch on the leg side. So they are holding on to their catches, and I think NJ Tigers now going for the big one. Unfortunately, have not been able to get that big shot. They lose their 8th wicket. Sajjad Yasir goes into bat. Ninth wicket has gone down now. So this is the last wicket with Yasir going into bat.
2 more balls to go.
And the score is still 68.
69. 69.
The score is 69.
This over, they have been able to score only 1 run.
So NJ Tigers have been able to score only 1 run in this over and with the loss of 2 wickets. And this time Zubair goes for a big one. Let's see what was the end. It goes all over the boundary. The ball sails through the boundary and it's a 6. I think that is a big relief for NJ Tigers team. They go into the 70s, and here is umpire Avinash going on the boundary and signaling a 6. The score moves on to 75.
Okay, ठीक है.
And that's what I think they were always looking for, something close to 80, which could be a very fighting total on this pitch.
ठीक है, done. Check करता हूँ मैं अभी. हाँ, okay, bye. मेरे पास शुगर.
1 more ball to go. Last ball to go.
The last ball, 75. Let's see what the batsman does. He goes for a big one, but this time he gets an edge. It goes on the offside. They are running. They are going for the second one. Munzi gets the ball, but I think he misses at the last moment, and they finish with 2. The batsman is running for a 3 now, and Yasir is on the other side, but Vijay breaks the stump. So they got 2 runs on the last ball. The final score is 77. This total which NJ Stars has to pursue is 78 to win. And I think Atar would be happy. He was looking for 80, so it's just shy by 2. I think 78 is a fighting total on this pitch.
Or continue on Day Road once you cross Plainsboro Road.
It's a par score.
Yeah, it's a par score as per Atar.
It's game on. It gives something for us to defend, but it, Stars will go after it. Either hit.
Commentary and everything.
Amin Bhai is pushing me somewhere. I don't know where he's taking me, but maybe I hope some sweets are there or whatever. Okay. So yeah, it's just a nice score, and just the way they play, they will go for it, and that gives us a chance to get some wickets. They have excellent batsmen, and but we back our bowlers as well. So it's game on. 2-3 wickets early, and then we are in it. Excellent fielding by Imran and the team, and excellent bowling by Junaid, Ali. Everybody is excellent. Good to see that, but it's a game on. Let's see.
Thanks, Qatar. Now we have Imran from the opposition team. So Imran, what do you think of 78?
It's a good total. I think it's way below where we think they would have ended up, but on our part, it's a win for us.
So you're trying to say modestly that 75 you can just scamper through in 8 or 9 overs?
I mean, if you look at our recent past, we really scored chase around 80, 85 within 10 overs. So we're going to back our team to do the same thing today. So
that's wonderful confidence. So I wish you good luck, and I hope you make these runs in 10 overs.
So, man, just one comment. There is no bonus points. So all those watching live here, I have Avinash, who's been here since morning, umpiring, and then Avinash, what do you think of the game so far, and what do you think about the arrangement, the pitch, and
this got switched off.
NJSBCL all together?
This got switched off, I believe.
By the way, this is my pitch. Excellent. I think the game is close.
Camera turned off.
On this ground, 80, 85.
Yeah, camera turn off. Battery. So charging के लिए रखना है ये कैमरा का. बैटरी को इधर से दिखा नहीं वो सेटिंग other option is supply the power. Is there a power cable? इसका चार्जर है ना ये? This is the one, right? Yeah. ये देखिए. बैटरी बंद हो गई. हाँ. निकालूँ कैसे? पावर किधर लगता है? ये रेस हो जाओ हाँ? हाँ. I cannot reach that side. अब्दुल वली को हम उसको पावर पे लगा दें सॉरी आगे आ जाओ. Is there a battery need for the battery to be there or not? बैटरी डाल दो चार्ज भी हो जाएगा. Yeah, now it's coming. Yeah, perfect. उसको अभी yeah, this is good. थोड़ा zoom. बस perfect. This is good. ओके. बैटरी का फ्लैशिंग साइन आ रहा है. अच्छी तरह एक और सेटिंग है ना इसमें फेज रिकॉग्निशन ऑन है. हाँ आ रहा. तो वो जब भी किसी का फेस रिकॉग्नाइज करता है तो रेड स्पॉट आती है स्क्रीन में. कर चुका ऑलरेडी. तो ये वाली एक्सटेंडेड बैटरी पैक जो है ये मैं लगा दूँ वापस से इसमें वो जो एम्प्टी हो गई है नई वाली लगाऊँ. हाँ तो एक्सटेंडेड बैटरी वाली लगाता हूँ ना तो चार्ज हो जाए. एंगल थोड़ा सा हिल गया एक्स्ट्रा. गुड मॉर्निंग. हाउ आर यू? गुड. इसको टाई देना. इसको टाई करना. रुक जा मैं उसके साथ टाई करता हूँ. इधर वेट अनपेंड करता है ना कोटलर लेजेंड 8 ओवर 8 ओवर 63 बस की वैरायटी ఉంది బాలింగ్ యాక్చువల్లీ హిల్ ఫస్ట్ ఏమో స్లో బౌలింగ్ చేస్తారు అప్పుడు మోహిత్ గారు बिकॉज ऑफ द केबल एंगल होए करो. अच्छा अभी टाई कर दे इसको इधर. कुछ साइड पे करना. ठीक लग रही है स्ट्रीम में. थोड़ा
थोड़ा सा जूम चाहिए अंदर।
ये शैडो थोड़ा परफेक्ट, ये काफी है।
I did a very fine zoom. थोड़ा थोड़ा अंदर लेना। ये recording this or नहीं? Live stream.
अच्छा।
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Okay, the game is about to start. The NJSBCL batsman Rahul and Rahul and Navid have already gone on the ground. I have here my friend Qasim. So, which team is supporting Qasim?
NJ Stars.
NJSBCL, and why?
Because my dad's on it.
Your dad is on it? Okay. And I see whole NJSBCL cheering. So, who's your dad?
Ali.
Did you like his bowling today?
Yes.
Would you like to play NJSBCL?
No.
Why?
It's hard.
Okay. I think Qasim is a very good soccer player and he likes Barcelona because of Messi. So I wish you good luck and you become a good soccer player, okay? So the batsman is already here. We have Navid and Rahul taking the strike. So Tapas Basu is getting ready to bowl the first over. He's making the field adjustments.
I think the first half is going to be very crucial for the batting team, chasing team rather. They have to make sure they conserve the wickets given the condition of the pitch. This might be a competitive score, though it may look below par in the initial stages.
I think Amarnath did not hear what Imran said. Conservative is not in their dictionary. They just want to go out and finish in 10 overs.
Well, as Amin said, there's no bonus point for scoring in 10 overs. So let us see. Hey, all the best to them for their confidence. If you can do it, it ain't bragging.
So Tapas charging in. And he bowls the ball outside the off stump, slightly far, and it's wide. So NJ Tiger starts with the wide. But I think they have a plan. They want to bowl to Rahul on the offside, and that's why they're trying to bowl in the channel. Rahul plays it nicely. Just plays a good forward defensive stroke on the offside.
One run of one delivery. The first was a wide. Second delivery, the field is setting it up. Good delivery, played defensively by the batsman. Another good delivery, played very defensively by the batsman, taking no chances, playing it cautiously. Edged by the batsman, but safe. Wicketkeeper managed to stop it. No runs taken. So far, the bowler has been bowled 4 dot balls and kept the batsman quiet. Only the first delivery was a wide, so the score is just 1 run of 4 deliveries. Batsman stepped out but couldn't convert it. Played it to short cover, fielded another dot ball. 5 dot balls so far. Another dot ball and a very good comeback by the bowler after delivering the first wide, 6 dot balls, a maiden.
So Manat, first over was a maiden. That brings the target much more difficult in 15 overs to be completed. Do you think the status of the player Tapash, an international player playing local league with us at NJSBCL, has anything to do with that maiden over?
I think definitely psychologically these things do matter, but finally you have to deliver whatever be your reputation. What matters is what happens on the ground.
Next to Amarnath. Amarnath, you've seen a lot of these games. What do you think is the quality of the game that we play versus what you have seen before?
I think the intensity level and also the preparation level has gone up tremendously over the last 10 years. I would say is no longer recreational, if I can use that word. They play hard, let me put it that way.
So early bowling to Naveed. Short ball glided down to the third man. Easy single. They're not looking for twos. So the strategy of NJ Stars is to promote one hitter along with one guy who can take singles and rotate the strike. So I think that's what they're doing at this point. Usually we see Vijay as an open, but I'm surprised to see Naveed as the open. Maybe he's in touch. Naveed plays a lot of hard ball cricket. So I think he's more in touch maybe. So Wali bowling to Rahil now. We're looking for some big shots by Rahil.
I would expect so because he was kept quiet in the first over. He'll extend his arms in this over if he gets the slightest of chance. Played defensively. A good dot delivery. Let us see if they can chase in 10 overs as what their captain Imran said. But finally what matters is who wins.
Vipin. Vipin.
A big swing to a mid wicket, didn't quite catch hold of it. A small edge, but still got a run. So I think they are now 3 runs scored and second over in progress. The field is resetting for the right-hander. This left-hander and right-hander combination always creates difficulties for the fielding side. They have to adjust whenever singles are taken, and that's what is currently happening. But good teams know how to take care of that.
Right now, NJSBCL is using 78 to win, and both the openers are there. I think 3-4 runs just started.
Tap to short square leg. There was a chance of taking a catch, but the fielder couldn't reach up to it. 1 more run to the kitty. Now they are 4 for the loss of no wickets. And in the second over, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how when they accelerate, because the first 2 overs, we have not seen any big shots. But let us see how the left-hander now extends his arms, because I can see him flexing his.
So there is an update from the second game. So Ali bowls a really good ball. Ali is a key bowler for them because he bowls excellent line and length. And I think they would be looking to get his overs behind. There is an update from the second match between Legends and Jersey Boys. Jersey Boys were coasting for 56 for 1 after 8 overs, 78 for 2 after around 10, and then they folded at 99. So Legends is chasing 99 to win in the other match. This ball was in Rahil's zone, but he keeps it down on the leg sides and goes for a single. I think, as Amanat mentioned, Naved and Rahil are trying to lay the foundation by getting 10-15 runs under the belt and then go for the big ones.
So we've been seeing a lot of people now wearing helmets to these games. Although it's a softball, I saw Naveed earlier in the game wearing a helmet, and now Rahil wearing a helmet. Is there a trend I see?
I think these two gentlemen are very strong proponents of safety. I think Naveed has been pushing all of players, even on the forum. Rahil got hit on his face a couple of years back, really bad. It was a really bad injury, and I think since then he's been taking precautions. So even though this is a tennis ball, this is really hard ball, and a beamer or a ball which a bowler lose control on can really hit you bad. So I don't think it's a bad idea to wear a helmet and a protection.
You can never be too safe, especially on a cricket field. Having seen injuries coming of a freak nature, one needs to be that extra bit careful, or caution is the right word.
So Amarnath, do you advise that we should be wearing helmets too while commentating?
It depends on the batsman. If the batsman is going to clear and hit me, you bet I'll either move out or I'll cover myself.
स्कोर क्या था इनका 2 ओवर के बाद 4 रन इनका स्कोर वहां रखना था
इमरान भाई स्कोर बता दिया करो.
That is a good shot to deep square leg.
एवरी ओवर के बाद में वो बता दें
1 run taken of the first delivery.
सेवंथ और 7 रन हो गए ना.
So they have gone to a slow and steady start, 2 over 6 runs, and this is the third over. Tapas is adjusting the field on the leg side for Navid. And Navid goes for a reverse sweep. I think he's trying to do something different, trying to change the bowling momentum, which Tapas is trying to bowl in the off channel. And Naveed again very smartly now just rotates the strike. I was officiating the semi-final, and these two batsmen basically took the team to victory in 10 overs single-handedly. And I think this is a great combination. Rahil goes for it, and Naveed calmly rotates the strike. I think NJ Stars has a really good combination on the top, and the roles are very clearly cut out. And as you can see, Rahil, when he gets it in the zone, he just has a no-holds-barred strategy. Just go for it, hammer and tongs. Naveed plays a good-looking defensive shot. Another thing, the advantage of having a right and left is that they're making the fielders work. Every ball they have to run around from their positions. I think the strategy for NJ Tigers at this time is to not give any runs. And the score is 8 runs at the end of 3 overs without loss of any wickets. So 8 overs, 8 runs, no wickets, 3 overs.
I think the game is still evenly poised. Neither team has taken a advantage of the first 3 overs. If they had dropped 2 wickets, I would say the bowling team has the advantage or they had scored 25 runs. Neither has happened. So game on.
So NJ Tigers has taken a very aggressive approach. They're using their top two bowlers up ahead, using up all their bowling overs, I think, and because it's a total which is small. Wali to Rahil. Down the leg. Seems like an appeal. Very confident umpire hasn't given an out yet. Leg umpires actually saying he heard a nick and that could be an out.
That's an important wicket.
It's a very important wicket for NJ Tigers at this point. I see Imran walking in as the next batsman.
Just one more wicket, one more wicket. Wrap it up.
So Vipin, inclusion of high-profile players in our league has brought a lot of discipline in the game. Do you think that is one of the key to success here?
Yeah, I think people look up to them, and they bring in a different level of professionalism into how team approaches the game. And I think if you, even without them, our league now takes these games, especially in Division 1 and even now in Division 2, the top teams very seriously. The planning goes on for weeks into the late hours, a lot of discussions. And the commitment of the teams and the planning is really, really meticulous now.
Do you think some of the teams came here and played just to get the feel of the ground?
Yeah, I think they have practice on Fridays, on Saturdays, just to make sure that they have the advanced preparation. And last year, I was surprised that the team Highlanders that said that they planned for their finals for the whole 1 week, playing 6 to 9 in the evening in Jersey City. That was remarkable.
No wonder they won.
And the first ball Imran faces, he goes for pull, kind of pulled on the leg side, making room, moving towards the offside. And this could have been a pretty dangerous shot because ball just went over the stump by inches. But that's how he plays, irrespective of the situation. They back themselves, and like I said, it's a very aggressive team.
The shot was like an improvised shot. Pull come Dill scoop. It's somewhere in between.
I already see the spring in NJ Tigers team walk. They are backing themselves now. Rahil is a big wicket to lose because the teams know what kind of damage he can inflict. In the last match, he made 50 with around 8 sixes, chasing in a quarter final, So he can just change the game within a span of 2 overs. Now we have Imran, and he pretty much also is in the same mold. But I'm sure they will like to first get a few more runs under the belt before going all out. And NJ Tiger by no means is, they are a good bowling team.
At least the first two bowlers have really kept it tight. So it will depend on the next set of bowlers, the next tier of bowlers, whether they can continue the tightness. And the fielding has to be up to it. They have to take every catch as comes on. Because at some point it's going to be flying up on top.
So Wali now again coming into bowl to Imran. And Imran bounces onto this ball, and the ball goes to this leg boundary, fine leg boundary for the first boundary of NJ Stars innings. Imran is already showing his intent. If the ball is going to be in his zone, he's going to go for it. Imran, incidentally, is the highest scorer in this league this year. And I'm sure he's full of confidence with the number of runs he has scored in this season. I think he scored more than 450 runs till now. in the season. There's a lot of change. I think this boundary has spurred Tigers into bringing wholesale changes into the field. So, I mean, do you think this is a good strategy? After a boundary, you make a lot of changes?
Well, it was a bad ball too at the same time, so I'm not sure whether it's got anything to do with the fielding strategy at this point.
I think the bowler is wanting one more slip, so now they have 2 slips for Imran. And Imran goes for his signature reverse sweep. There is a vociferous appeal by NJ Tigers team. Umpire has none of it. He does not think there was an edge.
Imran kind of pointed out towards the grip of his bat, saying that the noise came from the grip and not from the ball. Evidently, I mean, the umpires are the best judge at this point. But as I was saying, there was a lot of fielding changes. It kind of frustrated the batsmen as well. Amana, do you know of any rules in our game where there is a delay caused?
See, the umpires have to make the judgment call whether they is deliberate time wasting. Interesting that it's a dead ball called, but any attempt at time wasting, umpires can step in and tell them to get on with the game or assess penalties.
And that's a really good ball, right on the block hole. Imran plays it beautifully and back to the bowler. As Amin mentioned, I think NJ Tigers realizes that wickets are the key at the top of the batting, and they have put in the best bowlers to make sure that they can get Raheel, Imran, and a few other batsmen. But that also will expose the other bowlers towards the end. And that's again once more a wonderful ball cutting towards the off. Imran gets an edge. And I think this is a danger bowler. I've always seen, hardly you see him getting beaten, and he has a very disciplined bowling. So that's the end of the over.
Mamu. Junaid bhai, score.
Score 12, right?
So the score is 12 runs after 4 overs, and 1 wicket is down, which is of Raheel. Nawaz is still there, and Imran is batting with him.
It seems like the Tigers are going to use up all their top bowlers, Wali and Tapash, as the main bowlers coming in. I wonder who they have in the back.
I think Nawaz also is a good bowler. If you see, he's also on the top 10 bowlers in the league. But yeah, I think one spot would be definitely open where NJ Stars would like to target the 4th bowler, I guess, if we reach that stage. And Tapas bowls a good ball, and Nawaz is very adept at rotating the strike. He plays the ball on its merit. And I think that is the difference between some of the other teams, because if you are packed with big hitters, you need at least 1 or 2 players who can make sure that the other end is rotating the strike. And that's very smart batting by Imran. He knows that the bowling is not in his zone, and that's a very sensible tap on the offside and single, and Navid is always a willing partner for a single.
2 quick singles. I think they're looking for singles in this over.
I think they recognize that these bowlers are definitely going to end their spell within 1 or 2 overs, and they are being smart about waiting it out. That's again a wonderful shot from Navid. I think people think NJSBCL is all about hitting fours and sixes, but here is a good example in the first 4 or 5 overs. They are rotating the strike and making sure that they are not putting undue pressure when the ball is not in their slot.
Incidentally, there's a field change every ball now.
And Imran goes for a big one. The ball was in his slot. And I've seen Imran hitting some amazing sixes with this shot. But this one, he did not get a hold of it. The ball hits his body and it's a dot ball. And this time he goes for a scoop behind the keeper and the ball is running towards the boundary. The NJ Star teams is claiming a boundary. The umpire goes on to verify it and let's see what the signal is. And he stays with a 2. It's not a boundary. So you can see, pretty audacious shot by Imran. To a good bowler, he just sat down and scooped the ball over the keeper. Previous ball, he was going for a reverse sweep, so I don't think he's intimidated by the occasion of playing in a semi-final. And this time he goes for a big one. There's a fielder there in the outfield on the leg side, and he throws the back to Tapas, and they go for a single.
17, right?
So the score is 18 after the end of 5 overs.
5 runs, right?
6 runs this over.
6 is over. 5 runs.
6. They got a double.
Double.
Picked up. 4 singles.
5 runs.
What is the link for the YouTube? You are still there. Go to NJSBCL.us. Our website and just click on the link. It's there in the YouTube.
And Abdul Wali comes for his third over.
Wait.
I think there is some confusion about the score. They want to validate the score. Umpire, can you hold on the game for a minute? They want to tell you the score.
How many runs last over? Last over, 5 runs. Right? Last over, 5 runs. 6 runs, buddy. There was a double also.
6 runs, Sham. 6. 4 singles and a double. Naveed took 2 singles and Imran took 2 and a double. So that's 6.
So I think now they have settled down. They were a dispute
If they
between
had
whether it
5,
was
then
a
Naveed
5
would be
or
batting.
a 6 in the last over. It turns out it was 6 in the last over. So all is well.
So 18, 6 of the last over, otherwise Imran would not be at strike.
And again, once again, Imran blocks it and takes a single. I think this is really excellent batting and very sensible batting. They know what they are chasing. They know the score. They know that there is no need for throwing the wickets and playing dot balls. So they are just inching ahead, playing the ball on its merit. And they know the bowlers are good, and they also know that they are towards the end of their spell. So very smart batting.
Thank you, Vikram. This is NJSBCL. Wali bowling to Naveed. Straight ball. They're going for a quick single. The fielders have been set far back for Imran. So Imran's actually taking singles very close to the 30-yard line. I don't think we have a 30-yard line anyways. But I think he's not going for those hits. He's taking those quick singles. He kept that one shot down the ground as well. So 2-4 so far. Sorry, 1-4. Again, a reverse sweep. The man wants to take take advantage of that open field on the offside for the right-handed batsman. So he's going for that reverse sweep. But he's improvised in the last couple of shots. He scored one in the back, and I think he took one right up in the front as well. Once again, Ali to Imran. Bob gets his leg wicket out. Imran was stepping quite a bit out on the off. And that will put pressure on the team. So I think they're holding with Vijay in the back for a collapse, maybe at the end, and then we have good batsmen like Junaid and Manazam at the end as well. Once again, Naveed is holding one side of the game. A quick strategy session by NJ Tigers. That was a good wicket to capture. What are your thoughts now?
I think they have already taken their two of the biggest scorers this season out, Rahil and Imran. I think purely in terms of the number of runs scored by top batsmen, these were the top two, not only for NJSBCL but also for the league. Now we have Sojil. I think he's been very prolific this season. He has, I think, also scored close to 330 runs this season. And they have Hasib, who's a very good batsman. I've seen him personally playing really good cricketing shots. So, but I think NJ Tigers will be really enthused with these two big wickets, and they'll start believing now that they can actually win this game. A lot of field changes. I think our umpire is also getting a good workout today. Abdul Wali has lived his reputation, an excellent bowler. So Abdul Wali is definitely one of the best bowlers in this league in terms of his ability. He has a unique ability not only to hit the line but mix the balls, and has a very good off cutter. And he has taken both the big wickets to fall. And now he puts 3 slips. So what a beautiful shot from Sojil. That was one of the most unbelievable shots you see in a tennis ball. Playing a square cut to a bowler like Wali is one of the wonderful shots we have seen today, one of the best shots of the day. So the score is 24 at the end of 6 overs with 2 wickets down. 6 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets.
I've never seen 3 slips in a tennis ball game, man.
Yeah, and I think that clearly shows the belief which NJ Tigers have in Wali's capabilities, and he has, repaid that belief by taking those big wickets. I think the onus is on the other bowlers now. How do they fill in the next few overs and keep on the momentum and the pressure which has been created by Wali on one side. Now this is a very interesting strategy. Tapas is bowling his 4th over. I think NJ Tigers is pretty confident that they can handle the next 8 with the other few bowlers. Time will tell. And Naveed keeps on milking the bowling by taking those singles and chipping at this total which they are pursuing, 78. And this is a big wicket again. They have got Sajil now. I think NJ Tiger's strategy of keeping those two prime bowlers to bowl out their 7 overs is kind of working. They have got out the big guns. So three key hitters, three top players of the season who have made more than 1,000 runs between them combined are out now. Um,
लैपटॉप और कैमरा ये मेन चीज़। ये किसका है? ये डीजे का है। सीडी वीडी सारा ये अपना मेन चीज़ है। क्या दिस इज द स्ट्रीमर। ओके दिस व्हाट स्ट्रीम से ये कैमरा लैपटॉप और ये ठीक है। ओके इसका है अभी का बट ये अपने पास ही रखना। डोंट गिव इट बैक टू ओके ही इज लीविंग। ओके
I think it's going to be a tight game now.
so now Vijay comes in to bat.
He's another big hitter.
Vijay is a pretty sensible batsman. He builds up his innings. So let's see how he plays and what his strategy is to counter this bowling. I think the NJ Tigers are fancying their chances. There's a lot more energy on the field now. Getting closer to the batsman. They want to drive the runs and build up the pressure. Vijay plays it nicely to the mid-on fielder and there is no run. Tapas is bowling his fourth bowler and I think it took a big wicket in this over. So that marks the end of Tapas's spell. He's bowled his 4 overs. And I think it's a very good spell.
7 overs up.
And the score is 26 at the end of 7 overs with the loss of 3 wickets. The score is 26 for 3 at the end of 7 overs. I think there is a mid-ground discussion. I think one of the NJ Tigers fielder wants to leave and after finishing his spell, and I think the opposition team is not allowing a substitute. So I think the fielder has agreed to stay for one more over. But this is interesting that in the second half of this game, then NJ Tigers will have to play with 10 players on the field.
That's going to benefit the chasing team quite a bit. A bigger hole in the field, they can definitely take advantage of that fact. So I think it's not a good idea for gifting away runs. Eighth over is about to commence. A dot ball outside the off stump, batsman was unable to make contact. Good shot, and that's going to be a boundary at least. Between point and third man, ball sailed over for a easy boundary.
Just before a break, that's a big boundary to get. This one a big one again, and he has hit it for a 6. I think these two shots are going to change the complexion of the game because without these runs, they would have gone into around 26 or 27 for break. Now they're looking at close to 36 already.
How many runs from this over?
So we have seen already 3 balls, 10 runs, and the score has moved on to 36, and this could be a big moment in the game, especially for a score of 78.
Dot ball.
Vijay has shown great character in coming out and playing those 2 big shots when needed. And Vijay seems intent on taking on Navid. He doesn't want him to settle down. And I think definitely there is some strategy playing in their mind. They don't want to go into the next 8 overs with a lot of pressure in their mind. It was an interesting strategy to take Navid on in his first over. And that's what we were talking about bowling out their main bowlers. And Navid is playing an excellent game, very sensible batting. He is the one who is holding one hand very sensibly. So at the end of 8 overs, 37 is the score with 3 wickets down. And I think NJSBCL is going to go in this break with a very positive mindset, especially after getting 11 runs in this over.
I would give the edge to the batting side. They have conserved with their sudden spurt of 11 runs in the last over. They are back in the hunt. Given the fact that the bowling side has used their top bowlers in the beginning, the work is cut out for them. Slight edge to the chasing team.
Again, this is also a playoff game. There is a pressure game. So I'll not lie to say that NJ Tigers is out. I think they are very much in the game. They can fight, and it's a question of getting wickets. If they get 1 or 2 more wickets, I think they are in the hunt.
Our rule clearly says, right, no substitute. They have to play 10 players. Injury है तो injury तो खेले यार मैच. Injury game में होगा तो substitute. Injury है ना, he's going to play a game. Yeah, predetermined injury रहेगा तो before the game. नहीं before the game रहेगा तो भी नहीं देगा. Even game injury also I think international they don't allow. हम rule change नहीं हमने लिखे rule दोनों. So what is like if it's injury during the game? If it's during the game, then you can give a substitute. Okay. And umpires have a right. You don't have to ask the captain also, other captain. If a runner, if injury during the game,
umpire on ground का सीन कर रहे थे ना, ये जो क्रॉस बैट ही सिर्फ खेलते हैं ना, वो अपने बल्ले से अपने मुंह पे मारते हैं. When you have very little margin of pulling every ball, then you can. That's why. That's when they get it. Rahil को भी. More than anything. नबी ने 2 दफा नाप तोड़ा या 3 दफा तो अपने बैट से.
तो बैट से एज करके लगती है.
और लास्ट गेम में रीजन 2 में वो खेला ना हॉक्स, उनका माजिद है. और प्रैक्टिस में उसने अपनी आंख सुझा दी.
बैट से लगी है. तो क्योंकि वो नीचे बैठ के ऐसे मारते हैं तो चांसेस है लगने, क्योंकि वो झुके होते हैं हमेशा बॉल के नीचे. So for runner, if even our player got injured during the game and the runner was not allowed. No,
runner is different.
Umpire.
Substitute fielder.
Runner now the rule is even though you are injured, they cannot.
Runner will not be allowed.
So in our game, one goal, so they didn't allow runner for that guy. I think that's the new rule in ICC.
Yes, that's a new rule. But for fielding, only injury on the field, you can have substitution.
Right. 8:37, right? 8:37. इस ओवर से फर्क पड़ गया.
नहीं राइट है गेम 15 ओवर में होता है गेम.
क्या होता है ना 4 बॉल में से ना एक बॉल कैच है 2 विकेट. Told you, it's not easy game because I know these wickets.
Last year, the Highlanders defended a small total on this ground.
They're chasing 78. They are at 37, so 40 runs to win, approximately. So the teams are back on the ground. Mubassir is the new bowler. He's going to bowl to Vijay, who has started really well and has shown a very, very aggressive intent in the first over he faced. Not. Maybe I should let's see. It's not working because cops आगे थे ना उन्हें बंद करा दिया था. And the update on the other game is Legends chasing 99 are 47 for 3 after 8 overs. Once again, Vijay goes and puts it onto the fine leg and really aggressive intent goes for the second run. I think Vijay's body language is extremely aggressive. He wants to hit shots, he wants to run fast. I think there is a very positive intent. And Vijay once again scoops and he knows that there is no one on the fine leg boundary and it picks an easy boundary. I think Vijay is a man on the mission. He's come with a very aggressive intent. He is playing all shots all around. He started with a really good square scoop on the offside, a good square cut. Followed it with a big six on the London boundary, and now he takes on the fine leg boundary. So he's playing all over this ground today.
Dot ball. Vijay is contesting for a wide, but umpire Avi is very clear that it was within bounds, within reach. A good dot ball again. So, but Vijay is there, looking for runs, looking for shots at every opportunity. Pull to deep fine leg, 1 run. 7 runs of this over so far.
And I think now, after those two main bowlers gone, the next 2 overs have been really productive for NJ Stars. They pull the fielder in for Navid. Atar comes to square leg. And Navid, the captain, is also moving the field on the offside for Navid. And now calmly and coolly takes the ball on the offside.
Good reverse sweep.
That's a very good reverse sweep. Navid has a ice cool head on his shoulders. We saw him batting similarly in the quarterfinals. He just held up one end with a good score of 25 plus and playing the ball on its merit.
कितना यार दोनों मिला लो
So the score was 48. 48 at the end of 9 overs. And now it's 30 more to go with 7 overs remaining. Again, there's a bowling change. I think Navid has taken himself out and has brought Atar. I think he's trying various combinations now. The last 2 overs have gone for more than 22 runs actually. I think it was 26 at the end of 6 or 7. So 8th and 9th over they have given 22 runs. And that has kind of eased on the pressure on NJ Stars. I think they will now back themselves with 7 wickets in hand and 30 runs to go in 7 overs. Athar is a very smart operator. He's coming into bowl. Let's see what his plan is to bowl to Vijay. And obviously his plan is to bowl full in the block hole on the offside. It's a good start. But Vijay calmly protects the strike with an easy single. Change in the field again for Navid. And that's 50. I think the NJ Stars camp is celebrating 50. 50 is the score for their team at the end of 9.2 overs. And Vijay goes for a big one again, and that's a 6 all over. Going sailing over the long leg boundary. I think Vijay's intent is very clear. The moment he landed on the crease, that he's just going to take on the bowling. But it has not been hitting with the closed eye. He is playing the ball on the merit, and if the ball is in the slot, he has gone for it. And single-handedly changing the complexion of the game now. Three balls, 8 runs. And Vijay goes for a straight shot, and this is a beautiful shot. Again goes for a boundary. Really tried to jump and stop the ball. And Vijay is unstoppable. And now NJ Stars team is showing Vijay. I think they have been confused by how Vijay is playing this game. He's only played, I think, 12 balls and used more than 20 runs.
He has totally changed the complexion.
I think in 3 overs he has changed the complexion of the game. Good ball from Athar at the offside. And now I think NJ Tigers is trying something different, bringing in a very close in fielder, trying to change something, put pressure on the batsman mind. But Vijay is like an unstoppable train. He's getting the ball right in the middle of his bat. So the score is 61 at the end of 10 overs, 61. And now they're looking at 17 more runs with 7 wickets in hand and 6 overs to go.
Vijay has been the spark for the NJ Stars. When it looked like the Tigers had the whip hand, Vijay has completely upset all the plans of NJ Tigers, and now they seem to be sailing along. But cricket is a funny game; anything can happen.
So NJ Tigers bring the last bit of ammunition in their armory. They bring back Abdul Wali Siddiqui to bowl his last over. He has been their prime bowler. I'm sure NJ Stars would be looking to get over this fourth over from Wali because he has been the most damaging bowler and he comes with a reputation. So let's see how this over plays out. Amarnath, I'll not undermine the role which Navid has played in this innings. He has played wonderfully well to hold up one end. His very, very mature shoulder on his, much mature head on his shoulders.
He's playing the role of a sheet anchor. So around him, everybody is batting around him. He's been taking singles and also has been judicious in scoring boundaries when needed.
Good ball from Wali, a full ball, and Vijay hits it straight towards a long on and takes a single. Now the Iceman of NJ Stars is on strike. And that's a really good ball, well left by Navid. I really admire the confidence of the bowler. He still has 2 slips and a gully and a point. Bowling in his fourth over, he's still bowling very aggressively and is backing himself to take a wicket. Naveed is not getting tempted. I'm sure he knows this is the last 3 balls of Wali, so he's just playing him out. Once again, a good length ball on the offside. Naveed was tempted this time because he sees there is no one on the offside boundary. So he fancies his chances that if he gets a bat on the ball, he would get at least 2 runs. I think somebody from the crowd disturbed the bowler. Navid plays very sensibly now. I think he realizes the last time he tried a shot at miss, so he just now wants to play the over. And again, once more, Navid plays the ball very sensibly. He's playing the over out. Make sure that there is no further wickets. So that's the end of 11th over. The score is 62 at the loss of 3 wickets. 16 more runs to win. in 5 overs. Navid comes in to bowl his second over. You would be hoping that he gets his length right. He's a good bowler. He's one of the main bowlers of NJ Tigers, and they would be look forward to him to get a wicket or two in this over.
The game is running away from the NJ Tigers. Unless they take wickets, they're not going to be in the hunt. Vijay has been batting brilliantly on behalf of the NJ Stars, and I think he is looking forward to finishing it in this over itself, if possible. As you say, his intent is there.
And that's a big one. We talked about intent. I think this is the biggest six of the day. This ball has gone at least 30 feet outside the long run boundary. Vijay is watching the ball like a football. That's a monster six, as that's what NJStar team says. That's a monster. And he goes for a big one again, and again it's a sailing over the boundary for a six. I think Amarnath was prophetic when he said that they want to finish in this over. They needed 16 to win, and they have 12 in the first two balls. So that's now 4 more runs to go. So Imran is reminding me. And Vijay goes very ambitious this time outside the offside ball. Imran is reminding me that before the start of the innings, he had promised he'll deliver by 11th over, and this is the 11th over. So he's 12th over. Vijay goes offside, and he's hit a beautiful shot on the offside for a 4. That does it. This is celebration time for NJ Stars. 16 runs in this over. Vijay has closed remarkably well, ably supported by Navid, and they have finished the game in the 12th over. They made easy of a target of 78, which is never easy chasing in a semi-final, but they scampered home really easily. I think the difference was that I think if the more singles and if they had avoided dot balls in NJ Tigers innings, I think that would have given a healthy score, but that is all history. NJ Stars have won the game, and now again they have gone to the final for, I think, 4th or 5th time in the last 5 years. So before we sign off, I'd like the captain of the winning team, Imran, to come and talk to us briefly. And I'd like to congratulate NJ Tigers for a wonderful season. I think their team has done exceedingly well to reach semi-finals, and they've been very consistent winners over the season. So congratulations, Navid Bhai, and your team. So I have Navid Bhai, the captain of NJ Tigers team. Navid, congratulations for a fantastic season. I know this was not your day, but I think you played really well for the whole season.
Yeah, thank you everyone. I would like to thank my team first. We did an excellent job throughout the season. This was just one bad day. And we tried our best. Congratulations to NJ Stars. They were a better team today. And I wish them good luck for the final.
So what do you think? Maybe 20 more runs, which you would have desired to when you. I think it was a very positive step for you to win the toss and elect to bat. What kind of score did you have in mind?
Yeah, initially I said 90 plus should be the score, so we have a decent fight. We were like 13, 15 run short, but hats off to their bowler. They didn't give us any room to hit, and excellent bowling by Junaid, Ali, and the rest of the bowlers.
So thank you, Navid Bhai, again. Fantastic season. Bad luck today, but you did really well. Good luck. And I have here Imran with me. Imran, before the start of the innings, was very confident they are going to haul up the score in around 10-12 overs. I think there were some hiccups, Imran, when you and Rahil and Sajil got out.
We got off to a real start, slow start. I thought they bowled really well, Wally and Tapish. But Raheel didn't click, I didn't click, Sajil didn't click, and today Vijay clicked. So every game we played in the playoffs so far, I clicked in the first game, second game, I think Raheel went out, and today Vijay. So hopefully you'll come all together in the final.
And what do you think about the role Navid plays in your inning? Because I've seen him in the last match and this match. He just holds one hand up and plays very sensibly, like high school man.
I'll be honest with you. The only reason we moved Vijay down is he's become way too aggressive. So it's the NJ Stars thing. So we had to move him a little bit down to give room to Naveed, who can guide the runs along the way.
So this is the fifth final for you in the last 4 years, or fourth final now? So fourth final. So what are your plans for the finals?
We're not going to change anything, to be honest. I mean, whoever is going to be in the final, if you're watching, just watch out. We're coming for you. So.
Good luck, and that's what is in the Star style. They're coming and watching for you. So good luck, Imran. All the best for finals. All right, with this, we'll sign off from the commentary of the semi-finals. I'll again like to thank Amin and all his web team members, Rahul Razdan and Rashid Bhai, for making this telecast possible.